Nagamine, what the fuck was this nonsense? Alright, let's get it out of the way. Did my first shitty horror movie. Did my first bad sci-fi movie. Let's go on to a horrible animated movie. I'm talking about Dragon Ball Super Broly. Wow, this movie is... This is the type of movie who, when you tell adults that you like cartoons, you hope they don't see. This movie is that fucking bad. This movie is devoid of narrative. The whole story is about, or at least the first 25 minutes of it, is about how planet Vegeta exploded, and there happened to be a person who sends a child away, and then the last 50 minutes are people punching each other. That's it. Oh my god, I was... Not only do characters not act like intelligent people, not only do no one in this fucking movie comes close to showing any type of humanity. There is kind of one person who is this green girl, I forgot, Sheila, whatever the hell her name was. And even then, there's a moment in the movie where they objectify her by showing her ass like for 30 seconds straight. And in different positions or different frames. Holy cow. Goku must be the worst fucking character I've ever seen in my life. He's the dumbest character. Everyone around him admits he's stupid. And yet he's our protagonist. He never learns anything. All he's there is to punch people in the face. Oh, Jesus. The main villains, the whole reason for the story existing is, okay, there are 7 Dragon Balls. You have to collect them. When you get them, you get a wish granted. I'm not sure if the movie tells us this or if I have to go into this knowing. This movie is not for anyone who hasn't seen the show or is not familiar with all 9 million episodes. This is a movie that pretty much exists and say, oh, you know this, come on. His reason for, the main villain's reason for collecting the Dragon Balls is the fucking dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. This is some shit that a Mel Brooks movie back in the 80s would be making fun of. This movie is devoid of narrative. The main villain gets what he wants about 50 minutes into the movie and does nothing with it. Why? He just stands there and watches the... If you like Man of Steel, this is your movie. As the last about hour or 50 minutes of the movie is just a fucking long fight sequence. People punching each other and going through the ground and blowing shit up. That's all it is. There is no narrative structure to this movie whatsoever. I was fucking bored of this movie about halfway, and the only thing that kind of kept me awake is the fact that other people were screaming, cheering for I couldn't tell you what. People would change and evolve and shit without no explanation. And I do watch Dragon Ball Super, so don't give me that nonsense. Shit just happens for no fucking reason. There's a whole part where the main villains start fighting each other, and it's just like, I guess, whatever. This should have been called fan service, the movie. Because that's all it is. This is fan service without nudity. Well, except for that couple minutes where they kept showing that girl's ass. So, but that's all it is. If you're not a fan of this movie, why the fuck are you watching this? If you are a fan, good for you. I saw this and I'm a fucking critic, for Christ's sake. I was sitting there and there's nothing to critique because there's nothing there. This is possibly the dumbest movie I will ever see this year. And quite frankly, it probably won't even be on my worst because at least it wasn't offensive. The ending was just like a big middle finger to anyone who wants story or plot or anything like that. You know, something that Dragon Ball franchise has no idea what it is. I hated every moment I was there. This makes me... I'm not gonna lie, while I was sitting there watching this nonsense unfold in front of me, I really had to conceptualize why I like Dragon Ball Super, and it's because I'm sitting at home, I get to make fun of it, and I'm drinking. Yeah, I said it. There's no narrative reason to like anything. Goku is the most fucking empty-headed motherfucker I've ever seen. He's not even likable. Every decision he does fucking it just screws up everyone else around him. Yeah, and then at the end I'm supposed to cheer for him because, huh? And this nonsense about being the strongest, just fucking get away with this shit. There could be worse ways to spend your weekend, like getting your nails ripped out or something like that. This movie's fucking stupid as hell. There's no three-dimensional characters whatsoever. Everyone's just like, this is a movie that if you want to throw something at people who like cartoons, say, look at how stupid this is. Yeah, this is it. Pokemon and the Digimon movies were, narratively speaking, better than this movie because they had structure. They had a story. This has no story. This says, this is why this person's over here. They're going to fight for 50 minutes. And I'm supposed to be cheering the good guys because... good? I don't know. I hated this fucking movie. I give it a 1. Yeah, Dragon Balls is super Broly. A lot of people saw it this weekend because I was in a packed house who were fucking eating this shit up. I'm pretty sure none of them knew who what a critic is or what being critically thinking is. So, whatever. If you enjoyed it, please let me know why in the comments below. Like, subscribe, and before I go, I want to apologize to my dad for making him watch Transformers the movie, but I guarantee you if he'd have saw this movie, Transformers, the 1986 movie, would have been like fucking Gone with the Wind, narratively speaking. So, yeah. Bye.